You're listening to thinkbigradio.com, where big thinkers come to teach and learn. Your goals are our goals, and your success makes us successful.
I have a pretty extensive resume. You can find more about that on kenbigblake.com. You can go to the About section. You will be able to see that whole history. All right, you're here for a couple of reasons. One, you are an entrepreneur. Two, someone thought that this might be some information that will assist you. And so because that person may have sent you here because they've worked with me in the past, then that's the reason that you're here right now today. All right, so we're going to go over this real quick. And then after I finish, I'll be open for any questions for any of you guys that have some questions for me. All right, so at this moment, I'm going to share my screen so that we can get started. All right, great. So most of you came through the Business Success channel. From idea to globalization, we have the tools. Just to go over this, first thing that you'll do is come here, planning your business or incorporate now. You'll have to get access to this particular channel. There's a form to fill out. For those of you who are attending this meeting, the email you receive will have the access password on it. All right. Here we're going to go over the different types of biz types on here. So this will tell you everything about a business type, and it'll also have some experts on there who share what they have, right? So when we get to legalities, we're going to talk about insurance, contracts, copyrights, patents, trademarks, pretty much everything that you need to know about at least having your business set up is on this Business Success channel. It was a resource that I put together for myself back when I was learning all of the different things that I needed to know. And at the same time, when I was aligning myself with big thinkers who also live and breathe these particulars that are on the under the links here. So you're here at the Real Estate and Business Best Series, when only the best will do. BIG's Entrepreneurial Success Training. The BIG is Blake Investment Group. All right, so these are the steps to take to thrive in 2021. All right, so this is a three-part series, guys. Part one is dealing with incorporating. So the first thing that you want to do is incorporate so that you can be recognized by the state. Once you've got all the incorporation stuff out of the way, then we want to make sure that you have everything else that you need so that when you're getting business credit and funding, and some of this you'll be able to get without your personal credit score, you'll be set up in the best type of space so that you can submit with confidence. Then after that, we're going to talk about group economics in part three. So that's going to deal with partnerships, syndications, real estate investment trusts. As most of you guys know, I am a real estate investor. And if you have any deals or know someone that's looking to sell their house, regardless of the condition, you know you can reach me. All right, guys. So this is going to be the steps to take. IncFundPartner. You can register for all the dates. This is one of the pages that you will send people to if you feel that you've gotten something out of these 20 to 30 minutes that we're going to be sharing together. All right, so what we want to do here is when you scroll down after you registered, which you have registered because you're here, is going to take you to, you need to have a business. Do you want access to all the money available for business owners? You can download your incorporating your business PDF now. The PDF, this is the cover for it, and it pretty much has everything that's right here, okay? So now we're going to get into what you're here for. The steps to take for incorporation. So the first thing, guys, what you're going to do is think of a name. J.W. Clay and Associates, Inc., New Biz Tax Pros, LLC, whatever the name it is that you want to choose, that's going to be up to you. So you may not know what you want to do right now. The main thing that we want for you to understand is that you need to have a corporation regardless. So even if you're going to change what you want to do or you're unsure of what you want to do now, one of the best things that you can do is go with your last name and associates, your last name and enterprise, your last name and something. But just think of it. If you already know a service that you want to provide, come up with that service name, right? Now, another thing that you want to do, which shows here at step 2, is you want to see if you can own that name as a .com so that you can get your basically 1, 2, 3 page website done. So it'll drive traffic to you as well for the people who, you're not engaging with face to face during this time. All right, so when you click there, what's going to happen is you're going to go right here. So let's say the name that we're going to choose is we are ready to incorporate.com. So once I hit the search button, look at there. We are ready to incorporate.com can be registered at just $12.99. So that's one thing that we know, because it says register, you can purchase that domain name. So now that we see that domain name is also available, what we want to do is click here to check for the corporate name check. So that's going to take us here. Now, what you can do on this page is you can scroll to the state that you're in. It will take you to that Secretary of State's page, which is the page that will help you with getting your business stuff funded. I'm in North Carolina. I would click this for me. Not saying that you have to go to this state. You can go to any state that you want to. Now, most of these sites are similar, very simple. I want to. Okay, I want to. What do I want to do? I want to check name availability now, but I also want to start a business, and I could also create that business online. So right now I'm going to check the name availability. All right. So search by company, starting with, or I could use any words or all words. So the company I'm going to use is we want to incorporate. Search. All right, great. We want to incorporate is available. So at this point, what I can do is I can go back to I want to. If you go here, this is the actual website that I'm on. So I can go back up here to I want to again. And now I want to create a business online. So I can sign in, put my password in, create an account, and I can fill out the incorporation papers online. It's a very simple process. There'll also be a video that you will receive the link to in your email that'll show you how to fill out a basic limited liability corporation email. But as you can see with the other forms, it'll still be pretty much the same. Okay, so once I've done that, filled that information out, paid my money. Every state is different. Some of the states you'll wait 3 to 5 days. I've been told in Tennessee it only takes 1 day, not even a day. Once you pay, if it's a limited liability corporation, you'll get that paperwork, that information the same day. So what you also want to do at that point is you want to get your employer identification number. So once you click on that link, it'll take you here. Now you can mostly do this online. Right now, the service is currently unavailable. It's normally open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You would just scroll down, hit the apply online now button, and it will take you to the page. But this is what you'll see today. All right, so it's not available right now. Now, this is another thing that you can do to get ahead of the schedule in case the site's down. You can Google EIN PDF. EIN, Employee Identification Number, PDF. It'll take you to the IRS websites that may have this. So you just want to look down until you see something that says PDF, right? So publication 15 PDF provides information on the tax responsibilities. So I'm going to click this here. And now the link is taking me actually back here instead of where I was actually where it took me to this morning for the PDF. So you just have to keep looking. So here we go. Form SS4 PDF. That's the form that we're looking for the employer identification number. So what you can do is you can come here and you can see that this is a one-page document. So what you want to do is you want to simply go through the document, fill it out simply. We'll also have a video on that. And then you want to print this document. Once you print that document, when you're able to do it online, you can do it online, or if you decide that you want to mail it, which will take a little bit longer because you're dealing with the government, they have a mailing address on the website. All right, guys. So now once you get your EIN number, the only thing you're going to be waiting for is for your corporate docs to come back from the state. Once you have that and you have your employer identification number, it's now time for you to open up your bank account. So I provided a resource here that shares with you the different banks for entrepreneurs and just business banking. It's going to take you right here to this page. You can do your own Google of best business checking accounts. And this is one that I did. Put it here. Once you scroll down, what I liked about this site is that they'll tell you everything that you need to know about that particular site. No fees. You can apply in 60 seconds. They also have a mobile banking app. Mobile check deposit, free debit MasterCard. They've been around since 2013, and here it is. You can learn more about that company. Same here with Aslo, remote deposit, free withdrawals, fee-free withdrawals for 55,000 ATMs. You can transfer funds to and from your outside accounts for free. Free incoming international and domestic wire. So you want to really pay attention to all of these in case you get some income coming from different countries. Make sure that the other ones are set up if that's going to be your case. Bank Novo, no monthly maintenance fee, no minimum balance requirement, free transfers and mail checks, free ATM, including waiving and refunding fees you accrue from lenders that own the ATM you use. So that's not bad at all. You can mail paper checks as well. And then this one is integrated with tools that some business people use. Here we have Chase, North One, Radius Bank, a lot of different banks. You might find one, or you may decide to use your own personal bank. That's not a problem at all, of course. Now, if you use your own personal bank or any of these banks, some of them may ask for particular things. And so one of my banks is Navy Federal, which I have a corporate account with. And so for Navy Federal, they needed an operating agreement. Now, there was a small fee involved. I went right here, e-forms. I typed in operating agreement for an LLC, single member. Then I went to my state, North Carolina. I hit create document. And basically it asks me these questions here, name of LLC. A lot of these things automatically populated for me. And then once I was finished, I had a perfect operating agreement that I could send to my bank so that I was able to get incorporated that same day once I transferred the funds. Sometimes you might have to transfer $10, $50, $100, $500. It just depends on that. Now there was a small fee involved. I can't remember the fee, but it was minute. All right, and so that's it in a nutshell. These are things that you can do yourself. Now, of course, uh, you can have your tax person do it. You can have a person that's pretty smart do it for you. Whoever it is that needs to assist you with this, they can do it. It should take you from the time you start taking just the steps on here, the first 3 steps, which is checking for the domain name, checking to see if the corporate name's available, and filing the paperwork should be at the most an hour. It should take less than that, but at the most, it should be an hour. The EIN, 15-minute process. 15, and you also have 15 minutes to do the process when you're doing it online, and you will receive your EIN number during that process. When it comes to the banks, you have to wait the 3 to 4 to 5 days, depending on what state that you incorporated in, so that you can have both of those docs ready. And the only thing that you need to know from your bank is, what do I need to be incorporated? Don't tell them anything. They're going to know exactly what they need. If you say, do I need an operating agreement? They may decide that you're going to need an operating agreement when they don't really need it. So just make sure you ask your bank what it is that they need for you to be incorporated. All right, guys, I'm Ken Big Blake with KenBigBlake.com. Also, Blake Investment Group, Asset Management Plan Managers. I'm a real estate investor. I also help businesses. And I'd like to thank you for joining the Best Series, When Only the Best Will Do, Big's Entrepreneurial Success Training. Now, if you have any questions, you can share those questions with me right now. All right. Now, for those of you who don't have questions, or if you couldn't stay for as long as the questions were going on and those answers, you will receive an email. That email you will receive will have the questions that were asked that day, as well as the answers with the link that you will be able to access that will share that information with you. You will also receive, after this meeting is over, within 72 hours, a link to the private area of YouTube where you need the password to see the resources from the steps to take videos. All right, without further ado, signing off. And remember, always think big.